Math Chat with Patrick and Wes. Today we're going to be looking at different functions of exponents. Today we'll specifically be looking at the zero property, negative exponents, the multiplication property with parentheses, and the division property.
Can we take a look at the zero property today?
Sure. The zero property is actually very, very simple. Whenever you see a zero next to the number, it's always going to equal 1. For example, 8 to the 0 power equals 1. Let's take a look at a harder example. 22,455,651,278,321.00099 to the 0 power equals 1. Brain freeze! How do we do negative exponents?
I'll save you, buddy. Now this problem is fairly easy. 22 to the negative third power. All you have to do is put it over 1, like it is in its original form, and then you put it under 1, you flip it, until you get 1/22 to the third power. Let's go to a more complex problem. 22 to the negative third power over 15 to the negative second. All you do, like the first problem, is just flip them to make them positive. So you got 22 to the third and 15 to the second.
Let's go on to the next one, the multiplication property. The multiplication property is actually quite simple indeed. All you have to do is multiply the numbers and add the exponents. So this would give us 6 to the 4th power. This gives us 1,296. Let's do a problem with a little bit more oomph. We got 6 times 4, which gives us 24. 3 plus 2, which actually gives us 5. This will give us 7,962,624.
Let's go to the next one. Multiplication properties with parentheses. Let's take a gander at this dilemma. 1 to the 6th, parentheses, and you get the exponent 4 on the outside. So all you do is just distribute. So you get 1 to the 24th. That's your answer.
Let's add some more numbers to the equation. We have 4 to the 2nd power, 2 is the exponent, 3 to the 1st power, with the 0 is the exponent. First, we're going to leave the 4. We're going to distribute these two exponents, so that it equals 4. 4 to the 4th. 3 to the 1st power with the 0. 0 times 1 is 0. Therefore, 3 to the 0 power equals 1. 4 to the 4th power is 256 times 1 equals 256. Last but not least, the division property. Let's do an example of the division property. The same thing as 4 to the 8th power is 8 fours. Okay. Same thing as 4 to the 5th power is 5 fours. You're going to get something that looks like this. You're now going to cancel out each of the 4s that correspond to each other. That leaves you with 3 fourths. In other words, that's 4 to the 3rd power. Keith is riding his moped. He gains 3 miles an hour each lap he completes. He starts at 3 miles an hour and goes for 4 laps. How fast does Keith get? Written, this looks like 3 to the 4th power. That means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That means Keith will be traveling at 81 miles an hour.
Thank you for joining us on Math Chat.